This is the Business Today for February 2, 2016. I'm Marlon Madden. A senior accounting professional says while the 0.5% economic growth recorded last year should be viewed as a positive sign, there is no magic bullet for solving Barbados' economic problems. Managing partner of KPMG, Carol Nichols, tells Business Today there are signs of confidence returning to the marketplace and she's predicting gradual growth going forward. However, she warns that careful attention should be given to the continuous growth in foreign reserves, the tourism industry, as well as the international business and financial services sector.
If you look at the Barbados economy in particular, you can see that the tourism numbers are up. That's a good sign. The hotel plant took the opportunity to refurbish and to even expand in terms of the number of rooms. You're not hearing about any threats of cuts in the hospitality sector, and certainly construction is up based on my information. So this gradual growth in the economy, I believe, should be seen as a positive sign, and we should look forward to even greater strides. Having said that, there are many ways to stimulate the economy. I know recently everyone's eyes were on Antigua with their abolition of the personal income tax, but we also need to look at the level of our foreign reserves. So if we increase consumer spending and we don't really produce much in Barbados, then we threaten our foreign reserves. So yes, while we want to stimulate the economy, we need to be careful in how we do so.
At least one private sector official is not satisfied that the tourist spend is enough despite the increase in visitor arrivals reported last year. Senior Vice President of the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Edward Clark, has called on officials to do more to maintain the growth momentum of the tourism and international business sectors. However, he complained that the estimated 5% increase in tourism receipts is a slight disconnect from the approximately 14% increase in tourist arrivals last year.
We however need to find new and better ways to increase the dollar spend from the increased tourist arrivals in Barbados. You cannot have 14% arrivals increase and 0.5% in growth. We must get more from the tourists, from the arrivals, and from the wider sector of the economy. The improved business facilitation work that has been promised by the government is yet to be realized. We've seen some of it, but in reality, much needs to be done. This really needs to be a way of doing business for the long term in Barbados. Not short term, it's not a project. This is a long-term way of life for Barbados. It must be.
Approximately 3 months after embarking on a major project to improve lighting in the city, the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry, BCCI, is reporting success. As part of its efforts to breathe new life into the country's capital, the BCCI, through its Revitalization of Bridgetown initiative, partnered with Caribbean LED Lighting to address the issue, which was identified by stakeholders as a major problem. However, addressing the recent BCCI luncheon at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center, Senior Vice President of the BCCI, Edward Clark, said he was grateful for the collaboration.
This is our first project to start the 50th anniversary of our independence. We have already started to reach some success as Barbadians and visitors alike now feel more secure in traversing the streets of Bridgetown after dark. And some increases in activity have also been reported with stores opening well beyond the normal shopping hours. To date, some 40 streets have been lit with the LED lights, thereby increasing the luminosity to all passers-by. Further development is however required in our capital, and the private sector is keen, Prime Minister, to collaborate with the government to further transform the way Bridgetown operates in the future.
Effective immediately, the Digicel brand name has been divorced from its sports television business, SportsMax. That message was conveyed in correspondence to the sports channel's partners and affiliates dated January 20. Head of Group Public Relations at Digicel Group, Antonia Graham, said the split does not mean Digicel is no longer associated with the SportsMax channels, as was initially speculated once the information began to circulate. She explained that the move mimicked the structure of international media conglomerates such as NBC, whose name is not typically attached to the entities it owns. Now for today's financial tip. A penny saved is a penny earned, according to an old adage. Relying on simple, common sense rules such as this is one way to encourage yourself to save. After all, Our grandparents didn't have an app for keeping track of their income, sticking to a budget, or saving money. They mostly relied on their common sense and simple rules. That's been the business today. Join us again on Thursday. Until then, you can get more business and news by logging on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribing to our e-paper, and liking us on Facebook. I'm Marlon Knight.